for real then. Okay.
Welcome, everyone. The Social Distancing Social Club. 100th episode. Was I late? Did I miss it? We have quite a show in store for you today, my friends. My God, I did make it to sound check today. That's how exciting it was. And then tried to teach myself after sound check how to tie a bow tie and ran out of time. But we have today in our special episode bow ties. We've got hot dogs. We've got string cheese. Some of it calcified in an office for a very, very long time. We've got eyebrows on fleek. We've got floppy, orange, yet somehow still very impressive penises. We have faces based on things that are said like that, kind of like, we got a lot of that. We got vintage ladies. We got it all in store for you today on the Social Distancing Social Club. Why did I just spin? It felt stupid the second I started. 100th episode. Isolation Nation, you are why we are here, and it is time to introduce to you now the second of many legs of this fine show. Please welcome Steve Hofstetter.
Hofstetter.
Didn't tell me. I'll be right back.
Okay, much better. Hi, everybody. That was scary. Hey, welcome to the show. As always, if you want to support the show, you can do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at laughfromhome.com or sdscshow.com now. And you can super chat in the YouTube. But most of all, you can be a part of this celebration of 100 episodes, none of which could be possible with Ben watching them. So excited to have everybody here. We are like Jesse Spano Saved by the Bell level excited because we're also scared. Please welcome of the quarantine, Mr. Chris Bowers. Everybody, Chris Bowers.
I finally wear a t-shirt and you fuckers dress up finally? Jesus Christ. Oh, we were doing an opposite thing and that... God. Anyway, I'm also excited. You know, I gotta get a jacket. Sorry, I can't.
That shirt says Fuckcedo for the record. It says Fuckcedo.
Well, yeah, it says Fuckcedo, and that might be available in the store right now. Steve might have already made this into an item on the store, which is pretty amazing. That's how good Steve is. Excited to be here. 100 episodes. Holy cow, we're fired up. I have slept for 45 minutes. I took the red eye in, and then had a corporate show, and then drove here, and then set up. So I'm fucking ready to go. Let's do this.
Well, Bowers, I just want you to know you can totally tell.
Eyes of the face. Queen Rachel is here. Also, Queen, how are you doing? 100 episodes.
Good, thanks.
Look at that.
Hi, everybody.
By the way,
We're
I just want to
excited.
say that Chris Bowers' t-shirt says Fuckcedo, but his jackets always say Fuckcedo.
That's a fact.
You
That is
try.
a fact. You have a general Fuckcedo vibe about you, Chris. That's what we love about you.
I generally don't give a fuckcedo is really what it's about, but
I love that you act like you're a guy that doesn't give a fuck, yet at the same time you wear tuxedo jackets wherever you go.
if I cared, I wouldn't look that dumb, Ben. People that try to blend in are the ones that care. The people that
Touche.
stick out don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying.
Touche. Strong
By the
boy,
way,
my
Ben, your hotel room is much nicer than Bowers.
Thank you.
I didn't do a fancy background, I guess. To me, this is a Holiday Inn. It's fancy. This is like what Chingy was singing about, right? So chilling at the Holiday Inn. Like, this is the coolest place you could go.
Is Bowers super tired or on acid again? What is with your voice right now? You're like, this is a great thing to do.
Well, I could have bad internet. I mean, I don't know. Is that what it sounds like, or do you think I'm slurring?
just a little like celebratory, like early 100th show celebration vibes.
No, I haven't done any drugs or anything yet. I'm just tired. I slept like an hour on the plane, so
You
know,
said
I'm just
that
ready
in
to go.
such a no. I haven't done drugs yet.
Yet, there's no question it's yet. I mean, that's the whole point of being in Ohio is do drugs. So
Point, but it is the survival mechanism. Anyway, Rachel, speaking of people from Ohio, how are you?
I'm well. There was a couple of things that came in pre-show. Greg Murphy, I just need to shout him out real quick. He started the YouTube chat by saying, show number 100 today. 32 more just to surpass Idiot Test.
Oh.
Cute, except his math is horrendous because we did 210 episodes of Idiot Test.
Yeah.
110 episodes left. All right.
The way
110.
already surpassed my show laughs. We've already done more shows than that, and we've also already done more shows than Bowers. What was your show named?
the one in the child with my parents. Yeah, we only did 6 of those before.
Look, that is uncalled for, Steve. Of course, Bowers might not have had a TV show, but we have already surpassed the number of episodes of your show Laughs, and we've already surpassed the number of laughs Bowers has gotten as a stand-up. So
Starting early.
Yeah, no, hey, this is why I love this show. Fucking
Right back. No.
What's your show about? 2 really good comics talk about how shitty a comic I am every fucking day for an hour and a half? Oh, that sounds fun.
look, Bow Wow, that would only be funny to a very, very funny comedian. You're an amazing comedian, which is why it's a good joke. We just have to make the joke about somebody, and you're the weakest of the 3 of us.
Yeah, that's
You're amazing. You're amazing. You're arguably the best
brother.
comic. I mean, I've never had #1 album in the country, buddy, so that is all you.
Yeah, and I've only had one.
Yeah. Well, Ben's only had 1 album. That's the same. That's what you're talking about.
Hey, wait. Hold on a second. Bowers, can you close your jacket slightly more? A little bit, just cover. Perfect. Oh, no, I just wanted to say XED. Like it was like a, kind of like a GED, but not even that. Or
Look,
it's X, like one of the prank show. What was that's not? It was that wasn't X. Like wasn't that the like Jamie Kennedy thing, or that was
Jamie Kennedy thing.
Yeah.
Like one of the prank shows. You mean Jamie Kennedy, hot tub correspondent for a show called Social Distancing Social Club?
Ben, I'll be honest, I don't watch the show.
I guess you don't watch the show. And also, I have to give Bowers some more props. We were a little harsh at him up top, but Bowers is hands down the funniest comedian in the world for his penis class.
I tend to think the smaller your dick, the funnier you are, because you have to be, you know? So I don't know. I think
That does explain why I don't get Steve's videos.
But I'm not gonna fight with that because either way it's a compliment. I'm totally okay with it. Rachel, what else we got coming up?
Yeah. So we've got Jacqueline Corin, $25 to the best virtual comedy show on the internet. Only good thing to come from COVID-19. Thanks, guys. Keep us laughing. We're gonna try.
awesome.
And
Oh,
then
yeah. Thank you
Technics,
much.
10 Canadian, 100 Canadian dimes for episode 100.
Nice.
And then Savannah Martin, of course, early, $5. Yo, my mans, be nicer to him.
Awesome.
For
You
real
guys want to
though,
explain what we're doing today?
Yeah, we are so excited about the show. It's actually going to be a bit of a retrospective episode, where the 4 stars of the show, better known to you as Betty White, B. Arthur, Rue McClanahan, and Estelle Getty, look back at our favorite Golden Girls moments. Did I get it wrong? I'm sorry, I may have gotten it.
As long as I'm Rue McClanahan, we're fine. I don't care.
I'm in front of a bed, so that works perfectly.
I'm Blanche all day, dude.
Sometimes Bowers T-squares, and sometimes he blanches.
I T-square till I blanch.
Yeah,
is that
Ben,
what
I don't know what just happened to your camera, but we still see half of you.
I am switching to my other setup. That was my intro setup, and I'm switching now to my, setup number 2.
All right, cool. Bye.
All right, this should take 11 minutes, and we need a separate, different sound check for this too. This is where it always goes sideways.
All right, Ben's actually going to take a shower in between the setup. So.
Exactly.
Yes, but anyway, yeah, we're not having anyone do a set on the show today, although we do have a special guest coming up. But we're going to go through and just kind of talk about our favorite moments. And if at any point in the show you want to contribute to that, it doesn't have to be about the person we're talking about at the time. Rachel will keep track of it and then pronounce it wrong. You can super chat, Venmo, and/or PayPal. Oh, there's the sassy face and the finger. We're getting an early start. Let's do this. You can throw that in the comments. Rachel will keep track of it. And with that, let's introduce the front row, which is the biggest front row we've ever had.
Okay, I'm back. I can do that. No problem. All right, the video front row, our lifeblood of our show. We are very excited to introduce. This is going to be a good one. We've got Zara Bending. We've got Heather Scott, Dash Sharrow. We've got Ron, Not a Dickhead Gould. We've got Bro Kybel. We have got Hannah. We've got Heather Pleather. We've got Shan, Tony Deerdorf, Daniel Graves, Dina McDonald, Guillerme Sir Pilha. We've got Chrissy Kellum's back. Oh my God, in Bowers all set. What the hell? That is incredible.
So since we were talking about laughs.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Diva's awesome. We've already established that.
Dressed like Bowers too. I love it. We have got Laura Lone. We've got Lola Lamar. We've got Brian Silvka, Courtney Smith, Hayden Graphics LeMaster. We've got Leedy Corbin, Pow. Jen Winklepleck is back with us. We've got Vaniel Razzleton. Raz, what up? We've got Ashley Neville. We've got Raz Ben Glebrew. Raz, what up? We've got... If the order just moved on me, that's not cool. We've got Stacey Baldwin. I've got Renee Hutchison with a Bowers backdrop. We have Meg Begley. Dave Adler's back with us. Holy, with props galore behind him. I'm jealous. We've got Andrea Gordon. Welcome back. We've got August, a.k.a. Gus. We've got Diana Saunderson. We've got the other Rachel. We've got Jen, Skittles Johnson, Gabby Guzman, Marissa Francis, Frankie, Street Smarts, The Chin Notaro, Fleischer, Becca Lynn is back with us. Dash, we already said hello, but the order's jumping and it's driving me bonkers here. We've got somebody with no name, and we've got Coco, Jeremy Day, the Punisher with us, Eric Boulain, and we, of course, have Taylor on the ones and twos, everybody. Thank you all for being here with us.
Thank you, and that has been our show. We've run out of
That's awesome. We did have a fun overnight game with the fans. We had a fun overnight game. The overnight game was 99 problems. So it was since this is the 100th show, and last week was not the 99th. So I've got 99 problems. So Jeremy Day had I've got 99 problems, and telling puns to kleptomaniacs is another one because they take everything literally. So you think he can't pun no more? He puns even more. It's amazing. Frank, I can do them last. Renee H said, I've got 99 problems, and if Mike Paramore figures out where I live, it'll be 100. And then finally, Frank had, I got 99 problems, and being mistaken for the host of Street Smarts regularly by @Ben Glebe is one. I love that one, too. That's the overnight game. And then today's game is not really a game. It's just send us your favorite moments, right? Is that what we're doing?
That is what we're doing. Rachel, do we have anything to catch up on before we get started?
You want to explain how it works, Steve? Do you want to explain how that's going to work?
Yeah, what you do is you take your favorite moments and you send it to us. Okay, cool. Rachel.
Yeah, but don't we choose one of the favorites of that to win a great prize if people super chat it, or does that not work how that works?
Are we doing that? We can do that. We didn't talk about that at all.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Jesus.
Okay, Ben,
Anyway.
Steve, without the jacket, if you had a name tag and a helmet, I would imagine you'd be on a bike outside of my house wanting to talk to me about Jesus. But that's, I don't know.
Have you not seen a regular tuxedo before?
What? That's a tie. That's a tie. That's a suit. Tuxedos have bow ties like my tuxedo.
No, tuxedos can also have regular ties. Anyway, welcome to Fashion Corner with Chris Powers. All right, Rachel. So do we have anything coming in already, or should we get started?
I thought tuxedo was
we have
Latin
some,
for
but
bow tie. Am I wrong on that? It's not Latin for bow tuxedo? That's not Latin? Oh, fuck. I've been
This
wrong
is
my
a
whole life.
normal show, and I can't get a word in edgewise. No, there's nothing.
All right,
There's
so
some, but not for me yet.
So let's get
go.
started. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our favorite Rachel moments.
Wait. We're not quite going to that yet because I have a special surprise for everybody.
Oh, God.
But before we do that, I'm in my new set, my new old set. How does it look? Can you hear me and see me okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
great.
You look good.
Okay, excellent.
That's what it
So,
looks like 10 seconds before the show starts, everyone.
so I have a special something since I'm a little bit known for my props here on the show and my sleight of hand. I've got a special surprise set up for everybody. I need to, however, can you just guys banter for about 30 seconds? Because I have to just banter for 30 seconds. Crying out loud.
So tuxedo is Latin for bow tie. We've heard. Apparently.
That's what I'm saying. That was, I thought was real. Is that not a thing?
So is fuxedo Latin for like bow tie? What is the?
We're so good at bantering. We're so good at
I think there's a word I
I'm
made up.
purposefully
It's not real.
bantering poorly right now to make
10
this
out
more
of 10.
special for.
Oh,
Ben.
is that what's happening?
Yes, that is what's happening. Don't concentrate on my bad banter. Concentrate on your props or your tricks or whatever.
No, it's not props. I just had to call in. I'm calling into the show from my phone as well because there's something I want to show you a little bit later, and I need to have both activated. So now that's done. I'll be let in shortly, and we can do the thing I've planned here. Okay,
And
great.
while we're doing that, Bowers, can I interest you in talking about the Lord?
We had a
Okay,
couple
so-
generals come in.
Yeah, let's hear about some generals because I've got a
Great.
story that I'm not sure I should tell. But okay.
I don't know if I want to tell my general now. I'd rather get to you. No, so we've got Quibi 5 New Zealand. So thanks for watching from New Zealand and said, hey guys, happy 100.
Thank you much.
And then we're doing show ones at the end, right? So after the hosts.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll wait until later. That's
Yeah.
it. Thanks.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Cool. So,
All right.
Ben, this
All
has
right.
been about a minute and a half. So how you
I'm
doing?
ready now. That was really good. You did great.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You guys really.
Can I
bantered.
interest you in talking about the Lord?
I would love that. I like talking about the Lord whenever possible. So since I'm known a
Of
little
course,
bit,
Ben thinks he's the Lord, so he thought you weren't talking about him. That
that is hurtful. That is hurtful. Okay, I ran
thought
for
I meant the singer.
president, not God. Okay. Jesus. All right. So I'm known a little bit for sleight of hand on this show, and since Bowers established on our 50th episode when doing an impression of me that obviously the card of our show is the Queen of Hearts in honor of Queen Rachel. She is the heart of our show. And so there's the Queen of Hearts right there. I'm going to perform a magic trick for you guys, for all of you to enjoy, if I may. Okay, so here's how this is going to go down. You see the Queen of Hearts right here on the top of the deck. You're going to see me clearly place it on top of the deck, okay? And now, just keep your eyes here. Make sure you don't take your eyes off of it, okay? I'm going to go right over here to my desk, and I'm going to shuffle these cards, okay? I'm going to shuffle the cards. Hold on, look.
okay, we can see. All right.
Yeah.
Okay?
Couldn't take our eyes off of it that entire time.
I'm going to shuffle them again, okay? Hold on. I'll even
Now I
bridge
realize-
them in front of you. I'm going to bridge them in front of you. Okay? And then, now here's where the magic gets really good, okay? I'm going to even do a few more shuffles so you know that I don't have any idea where the cards are, where the Queen of Hearts is in this deck. Hold on. Okay. And now, Queen Rachel, if I can please just have you verbally, because we don't want to switch the camera right now, but
Okay.
verbally, if you can please tell me when you want me to stop. There is no rush, no pressure. Tell
There's
me
a little
when.
rush.
Tell me when you want me to stop.
Stop.
This one or the next one?
Next one.
Okay, that maybe messes me up, but let's try. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen of Hearts. Maybe it was the one before. Shit.
Not the one before.
Okay, there's 3 legs of the quarantine. It's got to be the third one. Shit. Hold on. All right. Okay, it's the 4th one for sure. For the 4 legs of the quarantine, the Queen of fuck. Maybe I have a table here that my computer's on. Maybe I dropped the Queen of Hearts down under.
Taylor, why are you spotlighting me? Why are you spotlighting me?
Where is she?
I don't know. It's not letting me spotlight.
Your audience aren't props, Ben.
What's happening here?
Spotlight, I can't see Zara.
What's happening here?
I think Zoom is fucking with your magic trick.
Yep.
Is that real?
Yep. I can't see Zara.
I can't
Where's
see
she
Zara
at? I
either.
don't
Zara,
see
you're
her either.
turn off your camera and turn it back on.
Really?
There we go.
No, this is not cool. No, Ben.
Zara.
Your audience aren't your props. We're not props, Ben.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Look, you don't have to wear that. This is a magic trick, and you don't have to participate. It's fine. You can take that off. I don't mind. I get it.
Take it off.
This
Take
is
it off.
embarrassing. My people watch this. Look, Rachel wants me to strip. It's the 100th episode. Okay, I'll take this shit.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Hey!
That's right. That's called magic, my friends. That is called. You are
I love it.
welcome, everybody. And also, hold on.
Wait, this is flawless.
Is the Queen of Hearts is right here.
That is a 6, Ben.
Okay, how about hearts now?
There
you
we
are. Yes, you are very welcome. You are very welcome. And the other thing I wanted to show you, if I may, let me quickly take you on a quick tour. If you can please switch to camera number 3, Taylor. Are we here?
Okay.
Whenever you have it spotlit, let me know. All right.
Right there.
Let's do a little tour. All right, check this out, you guys. So I'm gonna first mute the other room. Hold on. There we go. That's okay.
Perfect. You got it. You nailed it.
This is
Yeah,
This is not ideal.
This
Not
is-
working ideal.
utterly
Okay, here we go.
flawless.
I'm so sorry about the delay, but I wanted to show you guys something pretty crazy. If you're curious what the origin of the vintage ladies is, I happen to have in my home on the wall something I've always. You guys hear me?
Yep.
We can hear you. You just didn't switch your camera. Looked like you're trying to flip your camera around, but you didn't do it.
No, I'm not flipping the camera around.
Were you
Oh,
texting us?
Continue.
I was trying to hear you. I wasn't hearing you. Turns out my volume was down.
All right, cool.
Oh.
Continue.
But now we're back. Guys, this is why I was never a professional magician or presidential candidate, barely professional comedian. Can we move on with the trick?
Yep.
Great. So, you want to know the origin of the vintage ladies? I've always had on my wall these 4 vintage ladies, one of the queen of every suit in the deck. We've got, of course, the queen of clubs. We've got the queen of diamonds. We've got the queen of spades. But I noticed something last night pretty strange. Look at the queen of hearts on my wall. Pretty weird, huh?
me.
How did that happen?
My face.
Been on my wall the entire time I've lived in this house. It looks uncannyly like Rachel. That is insane. And that's an homage not only to you, my queen, but I have one final queen of hearts to present to you, Queen Bending.
I don't know how you're doing this, but please stop. It's my How are you doing this, Ben? How?
Sorry about that.
I think I just figured out the whole show. Ben just needs an assistant, and everything will go fine.
Yes. I believe Zoom messed up for pretty much the first time in the history of the show during that trick. At the moment when we had to cut to the Australia card and Zara Bending, that was fucked up, but there you go. What a shame. I am sorry I've let you down.
By the way,
The fact that Ben thinks that Zoom is never broke really tells me a lot.
For not letting us spotlight someone like that. That is some bullshit.
Ben, you obviously put a ton of effort into that, and that was awesome, and we really appreciate it. My favorite part of that, I think, the pre-show meeting when you said, I have a surprise that'll take about 2 minutes. I think that's...
Hey, in Ben's defense, I tell Chrissy all the time I have a surprise that's going to last 2 minutes, and, you know.
Yours doesn't last 18.
It was not 18 minutes, but last time I do a trick for you, Steve. The trick I'll do for you, Steve, is trying to make the orange floppy not be floppy, and it's impossible.
I'm really glad that it stays floppy with whatever the fuck that is happening there. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a retrospective show, and so the way it works, throw in your comments, or you know, whether it's a super chat, Venmo, or PayPal, or just a regular comment, your favorite moments of the show, whether they are person specific or they're just general moments for the show. And with that, let's start with Rachel.
I mean, we've got 4 minutes until a guest shows up. Can we do Taylor? Doesn't the audience have something? Can we do
Yes.
one of
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for that. So, as you host might not know, let me go wide. Bingo cards were made for the show for today.
What?
Bingo cards were made. And I believe we have some prizes to hand out. Yep, thank you. Those were the bingo cards. I have, in order, Hannah, Zara, then Andrea. So first, let's go to Hannah. Or, did I say that right? Yes. Sorry. I'm doing 1,000 things, as usual. Thank you. Whoever's spotlighting, thank you. You're helping me a ton. Thank you so much. All right, Hannah. Congratulations.
Okay, can you see my board? Thank you so much.
Can you real quick, how'd you get bingo?
Sure. Audience laughter overpowers host audio. Zara winks at the camera. Vintage ladies are mentioned. And sound check is mentioned.
Excellent. For your bingo board, Hannah, congratulations. You won the first prize of the evening. Your prize is the following. If you're ever in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Savannah will buy you a cocktail or other drink of your choice, and with a side of thrilling conversation.
Cool. I can't wait. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right. Because it happened so fast, we're just going to resume through them real quick. Zara, you won the second one. Yay, Zara. Go for it.
Hey, so I got Rachel flips off. Audience laughter overpowers host audio. Savannah defends Bowers. The box is mentioned, and Bowers is made fun of.
Excellent. That's a cakewalk. Cakewalk. I'm going to turn down my mic a little bit. All right, your second prize is, if you're ever in Eastern Toronto, Ashley will give you a free massage.
Oh.
Excellent.
Easy.
All right, and then our last winner.
Hey, she didn't say a West Toronto massage. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Ashley is a professional.
By the way,
Andrea.
the West Toronto massage, playing at the Rocks.
Andrea, can you read off yours?
Andrea, I love the box in the back, Andrea. Extra pride.
That's amazing.
I had many of the same ones. Savannah defends Bowers. Vintage ladies I mentioned. I used my free square, and I got subject is changed to asking Rachel if there are any tips. Rachel flips off camera.
Yes. And you get a very special third prize. If you're ever in Western Virginia, you get a free headshot from me.
And you mean a picture, right?
Where's my bingo square with Bowers mentioned something inappropriate? Yeah, that's right here. Just mark off that box. All right, that was bingo. Thanks everyone for participating. Back for the show.
All right, I've got some generals that we'll read off until our guest arrives.
Excellent.
We had Natalie tip the show $50 and said, "Thank you, SDSC, for making us laugh hysterically when we need it. P.S. Rach, you look fabulous in the crown."
Awesome.
Ron Gould tipped the show and said, "Game. One of my favorite moments is the joke I made about Nikki Glazer had to get off the internet because her parents had to use the phone, making people laugh, and laughing with people is addictive."
Awesome.
Nice. We love
And
that too.
then-
We love how funny our audience is. It's one of the best parts. Of the
No,
show.
really, it
Oh,
is the
so
coolest
clever.
thing. Yeah.
And then last one, Jennifer K, $20. Thank you for doing the show. It's nice to laugh instead of screaming in disbelief at the news. Keep up the good work.
Excellent. Is our guest coming in at 3:30 or 3:40?
He said he'd be about 2 minutes late, so it'll be about 2 more minutes.
All right, cool.
So-
Well,
I
meanwhile,
can do another 20-minute magic
Ben,
trick
why
if you want.
I would say, why don't you banter, Ben?
yeah, Ben, you want to banter?
Banter.
Just show us how it's done.
Sure, guys. What's fun about banter is when you do the comments. Look at this.
Not so easy, is it, Ben?
Look, I am known for my sleight of tiny hands.
Who got that in the bingo?
I'm making it rain tiny hand style.
Excellent. Rachel, can we do some while we're waiting on our guests?
Yeah, let's do it.
Some
Let's
of
do
the favorite moments just in general from the crowd.
Yeah, from the crowd. I love that. Do you want me
Anybody
to
in the
do it?
crowd want to share with us any favorite moments you've had from the show, things that stick out in your brain?
Leedy, I see your hand first.
Yes.
Hello.
First
I have
time,
a couple of
welcome.
favorite moments. I have a couple of favorite moments. My favorite of all time is always when you guys do your book bit. Always the book bit. Sam the Eagle, Steve. The Cowbee episode. And Hear That, Carmel.
Wow, I look so angry.
Oh no, she's captured sexual frustration completely. That was amazing.
Amazing.
Let's go to
You
Vinny.
hear that, Carmel? The art world now knows how frustrated I am sexually.
All right, Daniel, you're up.
You'll know I love making Zoom backgrounds. So
Speak
I'm
up a bit.
Sorry, Rachel, but my very
Your volume's low or your mustache is drowning it out. We can't tell.
Tam wears a mustache to keep us safe, and we wear one to keep her safe.
I love the background.
That is
I had lots of
fantastic.
audio difficulties today. I was playing Ben.
That's okay. You want us to come back to you?
Is that better?
Oh, that's much
there you
better.
So I'm sorry, Rachel, but I had to go with Semper Fi for you because that was just freaking hilarious.
That's fair. That's
Don't want
fair.
to do another or go to somebody else.
Zara.
I mean, like, there's so many. I suppose, like, anytime that Taylor emerges from the back, Rachel and I pranking y'all with our towel bit. Steve forgetting
Pranking.
his set.
I felt
I
pranked.
that.
I felt disappointment.
Something rhymes with prank. So look, honestly, getting to start my day with y'all and one of you is the perfect look my eyes. So.
Oh.
Thank you very much. And happy birthday, right? Because it's
Happy birthday to Zara, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, it's her birthday. It's her birthday tomorrow, but today is tomorrow where she is. It's not till tomorrow here.
No,
but
it's
today-
right now. Her birthday's right now.
Yeah.
Her birthday's tomorrow in Australia, but it's today
No,
here.
it's today here.
Today in
Oh, it's
Australia. It's right
Oh, I-
now.
I'm in the
and this lesson on time zones is why Jamie Kennedy is
No, hey, stop it. Hang on a second. I want to be. What's the date of your birthday?
I was born 8/8/88, but right now is my birthday. I'm starting my birthday with y'all.
Oh, well, awesome. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
That was
Also,
the ninth. My bad.
also,
Can we
Zara,
do-
what
guys,
word
can we
rhymes?
do-
What word rhymes with prank?
Wank.
Wank, Ben. Wank.
Oh.
Oh, I thought she was going spank. I thought she was going spank.
I thought it was crank.
I really
So
did not know what you meant. I did
Guys,
not
now
know.
that we figured out time zones, can we do Celsius to Fahrenheit next?
no.
And it's somebody else's birthday in our front right row too. I think, what is it? Is it Megan's? Am I saying that right?
Tesha.
No, Tesha's is early. There's
Saying
somebody
Megan,
else.
right?
Are you having trouble
Meg.
saying
Yeah, it's
Megan?
mine.
Yeah.
It's
hold
mine.
on, Spotlight Meg.
All right, hold on. Bang.
Trying to-
Hi.
Happy
Hey,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Hello, happy
Birthday.
birthday. Also, Rachel, did you couldn't pronounce Meg?
I couldn't remember if it was Meg or not.
Or what? Meeg? What else could it be? Or Meg? Do you go by Meg or do you go by Meg? What do you prefer, Meg? Is it Meg or Meeg? What are you talking about? I didn't know what it was.
Happy birthday, Meeg. Jamie
Hey,
Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy. Oh, he's in a pool.
This show has been going so long that I've drained my pool and still have to refill it.
What's up, buddy?
Happy anniversary, you guys. Happy congratulations on 100.
Yeah, we're excited, man.
Thanks
Thanks
you
for being
so
here.
much. You've been a big part of it, Jamie. Thank you for being our hot tub correspondent, for being really, you're the fifth leg, man. I want you to know that.
Cool.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate being part of the legs. Look, I wore my favorite shirt. I wear every time. I should have got a tuxedo shirt. Is that what happened?
It says Fuxedo. Yeah, you can get that in the store. Hey, are you gonna drop in on a skateboard into that pool and do some sick tricks and shit, dude? Is that what you're gonna do next?
Dude, I just turned 50. You know how that goes. I'm literally redoing it so I can have my studio back. This is my Aqua studio, and it's not the same with for you guys. So I apologize.
What actually
Man,
happened?
you're 50, so you aren't anymore doing cool tricks. You are now paying someone to turn tricks.
This pool needs some broth. You know what I'm saying? I'm all out.
Right, baby.
So one of the things that we're doing on the episode is we're talking about our favorite moments, and I'd say my favorite moment with Jamie had to be the evolution of the bone broth. The idea that like bone broth is somehow going to cure everything, and here we are in the pandemic, 5 months later, clearly are not eating their broth. That's been the problem.
Is it not the cure-all? I'm still sucking it down. Is it not Ben Glebe? You saw it. He has a lot too.
Yes, that's my favorite Jamie moment is just the war it spurred on between he and I after shows, between shows on social media about who's the brothiest and who has the most broth. And it's neck and neck. I mean, I respect the OBB, the original bone broth, but I'm trying my best to step up my game as inspired by you. And I have not gotten coronavirus since I've been drinking a lot of it. So thank you, Jamie.
In fairness, Ben, you did already have it.
That's also why. Antibodies where I can't possibly get it again, and bone broth from Jamie Kennedy.
How's it?
We don't know if that's true yet, Ben. But we're hoping it's correct.
Oh, I've been licking and touching everything and everybody.
Go with your strengths, man. That's what I always say. Go with your strengths.
Carmel, you hear that? He's been licking everybody.
God, I haven't been around him.
First dibs every time, babe.
First dibs. These people ain't gonna lick themselves.
Actually, if they're quarantined alone, probably.
I gotta say, my favorite Jamie Kennedy moment was when he was going to Best Buy. So he called us from Best Buy and he was banging on the door of the massage place, seeing if they would let him in because he was pretty sure they were in there. That was pretty awesome.
Massage place is still surprisingly closed. You would think that would be open during COVID.
Yeah. It seems to be the safest.
Wow, what happened? Did everybody go away?
Now we're still here.
That was so weird. What just happened?
Maybe Zoom went down under. I'm kidding. Why did it fuck me up earlier? That was the best
Wait.
moment planned.
What just happened? Did you see that, or was that me?
That's a bit of a stretch, Ben. Best
Jamie, I gotta think in your regular life, every so often you just think, whoa, what happened? What's going on now? Are you all still here? Are you guys real? Is this all real?
No, it was. It was a glitch. Did you not see that? Is it just me?
It was just you, bro.
Me? Jesus Christ.
No, Jamie did see it. In fact, this entire show, all 100 episodes, has been an elaborate reverse prank on the Jamie experiment. You've been X, bro. You've been X.
Howard, show him the shirt.
You've been X.
Howard, show him the shirt.
The
You
whole
had it all
pandemic too?
Damn it.
Can you not see what it looks like?
There we go. It's
All right,
backwards.
there it is.
Oh,
Mirrored.
I love
Wait a minute.
that I elaborately planned a transatlantic magic trick and was criticized for how long it took, and it just took Bowers 9 minutes to find the letters on his own shirt.
I should have looked down to begin with. I started looking at the screen and I couldn't get it done. Down to begin with. I fucked that up. Yeah, that's all.
Wow.
Bowers,
Bowers, it's right there. It's my shit. It's right there, Bowers.
Bowers, with that kind of skill, you're never going to earn your XED.
How many episodes of X Factor were there?
X Factor?
Not X Factor. Your show.
The Jamie Kennedy experiment.
Oh,
Experiment.
X Factor. I was like the one with Simon Cowell. What are you?
Yeah, that one. I just want to talk about Simon Cowell all of a sudden. No, the Jamie Kennedy experiment. How many
Thanks
episodes
a
of
lot,
that were?
Bowers. Bowers is like, I was a big fan of your show, the Jamie Kennedy excrement. That was amazing.
Actually, Jamie, I don't know if you know this. We played one of your clips at Morty's before every single show. We played the clip of you being the lifeguard and saying, "Hey, I have to take a quick bathroom break," and you blow and get everybody out of the pool, and then you get in the pool and pee in the pool. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen before every Morty show, man. We love that clip.
We played that before every Morty show, and we never once sent you royalties. We just want to let you know.
I wish I had that. I wish I had that pool now. There was 66 episodes, Bowers. 66. And as my opener in Virginia Beach Funny Bone, I thought you would know that. Jesus. Thank you. Thank you for the Morty's clip.
Yeah, we had fun. It was a great show. I loved it. So 67, but 44 less than we had. Okay, that's fine. That's all I was checking on. I was just checking on where we were.
Wait, you had 22? What? What did you have 22?
We've had 100 episodes of this show, and there's
yeah.
an idiot
I'm
test
sorry.
at 215. We were talking about this earlier, and so we wondered how many the experiment had.
Yeah, Laughs had 84.
We did have David Levy tip the show and say we're at 38 more shows than the Jamie Kennedy experiment. Is that right?
No. Well, it's good that your tippers are math helpful, because even a guy in a pool with no water knows that can't skateboard at 50. 66, 38, it'd be 104, David, or 102. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how you do the math. You carry the fuck.
Wait, before every show, Bowers, you guys played a clip? That's pretty. I'm honored, by the way. I'm fucking honored. So, like, even before, like, you know, some comedian goes up and he's got to listen to my pool pit joke. That's what happened.
We had a pre-show video that had funny videos, and that was one of them. There was like 5 of them that we played every time, and that was one of them. There was the Peyton Manning where he throws the football at the little kids on Saturday Night Live. We liked. We played that one a bunch. And like, there was but there were a bunch of just funny videos, and yours was one of them. That's one of my favorite bits.
What we've always said: the greats, Jamie Kennedy and Peyton Manning.
Bowers, you owe Jamie so much royalties now.
Well, I think I owe him royalties or one trip to pick all his DVDs up and mail them out to his people. One of those will work.
Guillermo just wrote in the chat, "Carry the fuck, embrace the suck."
Nicely done. Nicely done. So, a reminder, of course, if you want to chime in with your favorite Jamie moment from the show or your favorite anyone moment from the show, do so with a super chat, a Venmo, or a PayPal, so we can make sure to see it. And we're going to get to a whole bunch of those by the end of the show.
And also, I thought Bowers just got up was showing us his bed, I was really afraid we were about to see a T-square happen. So thank God. He said,
You want to see how it works? Do you want to see how it works? No, the air clicked on in my room.
Yay!
A T-square.
Oh, the air kicked on in my hotel room, so I wanted to turn that off so it wouldn't.
We can pass. We can pass. On the
Is it a sweat T-square? Because I was thinking it was like bacon strip action too. What are we talking about?
Jamie, a T-square. I don't think you've been on one of the episodes where we're talking about this. A T-square is when Chris Bowers fucks perpendicular.
Basically, the girl lays on the bed and I stand up. By the girl, I mean Chrissy. Chrissy lays on the bed and I stand up because if I laid on her, she would die. So I stand up and shit forms this kind of action.
But based on the fact that she is wearing the King of Diamonds, we know who wears the pants in that relationship, I would say.
Me, I don't have any on.
And Chrissy, I hate to one-up you here, but the only thing that beats a king is, of course, an ace.
By the way, I love Bowers' description of it, that like if he didn't T-square, like she would die. Like just the idea of there being a charity of like every day 300 T-squared to death. Contribution to save them. The price of a step stool per day.
They get missionary to death, Steve. T-square is the answer to get it to missionary to them.
Right. It's a T-square foundation to save the lives of people being missionaried. My apologies.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I know I'm dressed like a missionary, but I didn't understand.
Awesome. Jamie, do you have a favorite moment of the show that you've been on?
Yeah, I think. Man, let me think about that. Wait, I think when Alyssa Milano snuck on here, I think Ben Glebe. I think it was either Ben or Steve. I'm not sure, but they did the joke. Who's the broth? That's pretty great.
I do not remember which one of us that was.
I'm the broth now, dog.
But it's just hard to categorize, because you guys have 100 episodes. I'd have to go back and rewatch them and really, pull some of my favorites. I mean, you have 100 episodes. I only had 66.
Hear what he said, Ben? Free watch.
Yeah, no, I plan to go over to Jamie's pool and watch them together. I've never seen the show, so I can't wait. We can drink broth together and just laugh and laugh and laugh.
Oh, Bowers did a backflip. That was pretty good.
That was pretty great.
That was really. Where are you at, Bowers? Are you doing comedy now?
I'm in Dayton, Ohio, about to do Wiley's.
About to do Wiley's?
Yeah, for 18 people, which is my normal crowd at Wiley's. So this pandemic hasn't affected me at all.
What hotel room is that? That looks nicer than the last one I had at Wiley's.
It's the Holiday Inn, bro, by the Air Force Base. They're moving up in the world.
So you're gonna go? Okay, you're doing
I also
Wiley's.
paid for it myself, but whatever.
Nothing wrong with that, baby. Have a good show.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
I like to bring the show to a screeching halt.
Rachel.
Enter me with the tips.
Actually, you have to tip a lot more to enter Rachel. Anyway, sorry, Rachel.
Whoa.
Oh, hey.
Whoa.
What
happened? What
Zara
happened?
Bending.
My connection. Is this what happened? Where's everybody at?
Cool. I will equalize you.
Zara's gonna murder me now.
So we did have Andrew tip the show $20 and said, for dinner for the Queen and Zara, happy birthday Zara and happy 100th episode SDSC.
Nice.
I heard that when Zara enters the Queen, it's not just the tip.
We also had Tam tip the show $100 and said, I wish I could tip per laugh, but I'd have to sell my house. Thanks for all the joy you all have given us so far. Thank you, Tam.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Tam.
Thanks, Tam.
So
Thank
much.
you much.
And then Dash tipped the show $100. So thank you, Dash. And he said, sound checks, lawn dicks, vintage chicks, strange drugs, hot dogs, Prosburger syndrome, cross-continental royal shipping, Oingo Boingo, front row takeovers, bird flipping, total lack of understanding of tripods, odd food stuff, presidential runs, unlimited puns, pronunciation peril, and a community that is long live nation.
Highlight there.
Did you mispronounce the mispronunciation of Oingo Boingo?
Yeah, because he spelled it out. And, yeah.
Double mispronounced it. You really do not. You're not a fan of Oingo Boingo at all.
But she also quit on all the last 5 words totally. Like the last 5 words, she just kind of went blah, 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 blah.
Well, that was an homage to the way you intro comics, Bowers.
Also an homage to how I function as a press secretary.
Yeah. Bowers introing comics, it's the important part is the very end where the name happens. And Bowers super clear on their credits. Like, I met this person at an ice cream shop in Indianapolis. We really bonded together. You know, for comic sale, high five special, good up for Gemma Sarah. Love that ice cream shop comedian, whoever that was.
All right, it is 10-4, and we have not yet even started with our favorite moments of Rachel. Can we do that?
Yes, let's start there. Here we go.
Excellent.
Who wants to start?
All right, I'm going to
go.
start because it
Okay, go.
is just off of what just happened. My favorite moment was Hermione. The mispronunciation of Hermione was so perfect because it happened right after the Cold Stone Steve Austin, which timing of it, we would have just been like, she mispronounced the thing. It wasn't a big deal, but the timing of it was so perfect, and it wasn't like you mispronounced a character in something a lot of people haven't seen. It's Harry Potter. It's like the biggest cultural phenomenon of the last couple decades, and you're like, nah, I don't really know what that is. It was fucking great.
Watch the movies.
Yeah.
and that goes right to mine because mine was actually, and this is what I love about the show, is it's so organic. We had really no plan of what this was going to be when we started doing this, and then Rachel said Cold Stone Steve Austin, and on accident, and then we ice creamed wrestlers, and then it turned into the game that we play every single day. Like, I don't think we would have had a game without that moment of her saying Cold Stone Steve Austin. So it's kind of cool that we took that happened and then it turned into a thing. So that's my favorite Rachel moment. It's been a bunch, but I love that the Cold Stone Steve Austin was just such a, because then she blew right by it. Nobody noticed. We're like, wait, did she just say Cold Stone Steve Austin?
Who?
By the way, Bowers, before we started doing the pun game because of Cold Stone Steve Austin, our games were stuff like, tell us a funny memory, and then people would just confess to horrible things. Just people being like, here's $5 so that I can get this off my chest. My priest won't listen to me anymore. Like, that's what it was.
Yeah, well, it was like childhood trauma. People were like, here's $5. One time I killed my brother, and I still think about it every night. I'm like, Jesus, no, like, try to make it funny.
Like, you guys like ice cream and wrestlers maybe a little better than that? Is that possible?
My favorite Rachel moment was the moment when Queen Tortilla was born, because we knew that the three of us were silly, ridiculous humans, and we thought Rachel was really there to help keep us grounded and keep us flowing through the show. And all of a sudden, she had a hole cut in Tortilla and was wearing it like a weird face, and I was sticking through it. It was a very creepy moment that birthed the lore that is Queen Tortilla and completed the breakfast sandwich of SDSC. Of course, the egg, hot dog, and string cheese wrapped in a tortilla. So,
can I just say, y'all got to try that. It does taste really good.
Yeah, oh yeah. Actually selling it now in the Teespring store. You can get.
Yeah. We'll mail you a hot dog, string cheese, egg tortilla.
We do actually have another item we're announcing right now for the store as well. Live in the SDSC store now. We've mentioned we would do it a long time ago. There is now the Glebe 2020 mug available in the store.
Yes!
The Orange Monster mug and the Steve 2020 mug as well. All available in the store. The most exciting.
Ben stole my moment. He couldn't do that when it was his turn. Memories.
Speaking of Rachel. line merch. Speaking of Rachel.
I just knew that Steve wanted me to plug it, and I didn't want to forget, and it popped in my head. I'm very sorry.
Oh my God.
The store. We started talking about the store. We're still talking about Queen Rachel. She's also beautiful. I love the eyebrows moment. She's a comic talent beyond what people would ever realize. And she has a show at Nowhere. She's producing her first book show called The Best of Nowhere. It's coming up very soon. And she's great at lesbian sex, I hear.
There's also a Ben Glebe shovel in the store right now. If you want to get a Ben Glebe shovel.
I love what I love about Rachel is her tortilla, the way she cut it out. By the way, these Glebe 2020 tortillas come in gluten free.
So sorry, Rachel. I'm so sorry.
Rachel, do we have any Rachel moments coming in?
We do. We have a couple. So Technics said, Rachel, when you were on the jet ski.
Nice.
Oingo Boingo, long last name, said, I just want to hear them again. Hermone and Semper Fi. The other Rachel said, Queen, before I saw the movie, I thought it was pronounced Hermione. My favorite moment as well, when the fuck spectrum moments. And then live audience, do you guys want to wave at me if there's anybody?
We are selling the live audience in the store. It is
Get
it. She's there.
For the pound, you'll make more.
I saw, I think it was it Guillermo? Yeah. Who I can't pronounce his name.
No, you're doing fine. That's fine.
Life with me.
Definitely a favorite Rachel moment. All the segment of eyebrow porn we had. There was yeah, and then drawing over it. Yeah,
drawing all over her face where she had the mustache and the beard, and it all went into that was amazing.
I will say, so my favorite me moment was when we did the caveman and I put all that facial hair and my boyfriend walked into the house right as I was like fucking crazy and I go, I'm so sorry.
What? That's why they had to go.
Zara's reaction.
We've got back row. Jessica has her hand up.
Zara's very disappointed in you.
Zara? Oh, sorry, baby. Why am I still being spotlit?
Who are we going to now?
I don't know.
We're going to Jessica. She has her hand
You wanted your moment to last a little longer, didn't you, Rachel? So that's what we're doing, okay?
Jess, what you got for us?
Hi, guys.
Hey, Jess.
Boy, you've touched on so many things I thought about, too. But you know, the thing that I keep thinking about is the Martin Grant stuff. Like in the beginning, you know, you're talking about early on Bowers with the where the game started. Remember how like little things began, and I'm still awfully grateful that I could, in some small way, help with that. So, thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Jess. And actually, that leads to we should probably say it. Not only through the course of the show, through your generous donations. Not only has the Martin Grant been able to raise $30,000 for out-of-work comedians, but the comedians who have performed on this show throughout the 100 episodes, we've been able to replace another $20,000 worth of work for them.
Whoa!
Thank you guys for that happened. You guys have saved so many stand-up comedians during that. It has been absolutely incredible, and thank you for doing that.
I don't know why you had to say all that right on the end of Queen Rachel's moment, Steve.
And speaking of that, by the way, if you want to buy Ben's mug from the store, you can do that as well.
Honestly, if Steve's presidential mug sells more than my presidential mug, I don't know what I will do.
You just put that in their head. You just put that in their head.
As the person who actually checks the store reports, I'm gonna have to fudge some numbers to keep Ben safe. So.
Hurtful.
We actually no, Ben. We actually sold out of yours. We already sold out of yours, but there was only one. So
Yeah, the one we sold.
How many
More of
ounces?
a traveling mug.
How many ounces is that Glebe mug?
Well, it was filled with 12 ounces of hope, and now it's empty, Jamie.
Thought it was
It's
a
Obama.
16 ouncer. No. All right.
That's a standard 12. It's a standard 12. There also is an SDSC face mask in the store now, which our logo is a mask. So there's that kind of meta moment available in the store as well. And there's also a Rachel tuxedo tortilla face. That's not true, but we'll get that.
Rachel, catch us up on Rachel.
All right. So we also had Ron Gould tip and say, favorite Rachel moment, oh, Ron Gould, you bastard, when I sent in a complicated word. And then I think it was Dash, and then we can do a couple generals. Dash,
Yep.
go ahead.
Which generals?
So there was this moment where when Spectrum was at Ben's house, he went outside and stood next to the van and like held the phone to the side. Like I was legitimately not humorously afraid that he was about to do something that was going to get him Karen'd to jail. Like standing outside abusing a Spectrum van just without context to any neighbor who happened by and called the police on a shady looking guy in front of a house that actually happened to be his.
As he talked about blowing up the van, didn't he pretend to blow it up after that? I think he blew it up. Actually, pretend to blow it up. So you're right.
Legitimately
Somebody from
afraid.
the outside world just driving by is like, "What is that? Ben Gleason idiot tales trying to beat up a Spectrum guy? That's fucking weird."
That was very fun. Yeah, Spectrum and I have some great memories.
Just a couple generals, and then we can move on to Bowers.
generals?
So Technics tipped the show $5 and said, one of my favorite jokes was from J. Chris Newberg. Masks are like condoms for your face. You don't really want a raw dog science. And then Zara said, remember that time Mary Santora fucked Dennis Rodman? And then Sean, thanks for all the laughs. Does getting to 100 episodes mean you're going to get into syndication now?
It's we actually just got a syndication deal with Ben's YouTube channel.
No, this is the original running airtime. The late night reruns can be caught on Vimeo.
I'm gonna check my YouTube numbers right now. Stand by.
All right, are
right,
we moving
let's
on to
do
Bowers?
Shouldn't take you long to count them, Ben.
All right,
Hey.
we're moving on to Bowers. While
Can I
Ben
start?
gets out his abacus to count his numbers.
19, baby! Thank
right.
you all.
Ben, you want to start with your favorite Bowers moment?
Yes, I do. It's right now when Bowers made fun of my YouTube channel. That was good stuff.
I don't even have a YouTube channel, so that's the funny part about me ripping on your numbers. I don't even have a YouTube channel. I don't have one single person.
Well, as somebody who's had a YouTube channel now for many, many years with an abysmal number of subscribers, sometimes it's better not to try. I can't tell you how many times after this show I've felt bad about myself and thought about drawing a little play button inside a circle and on a piece of paper and just taping it on my wall so I could be like Steve. My favorite Bowers moment is, and this is a moment that I think really set the, just really quickly, there's mugs available in the store if you guys Bowers, I think, is not only obviously one of the major legs of the quarantine, but I think you're the mascot, you're the vibe, you're the impetus, you're the spur of this show, and you really kicked us off into the greatest, weird, absurd land when you became a hot dog on the Christopher Titus episode. It was just the moment that I think started it all. It's what preceded the tortilla and all of it. And you just became, in the funniest way possible, a hot dog with arms and a hat for all episode long. Made it so funny. And Christopher Titus, who is a man who's known for pretty serious social commentary stand-up, was laughing like a little baby and said, I think 2 or 3 times in the show, I don't care if this ruins my career. I'm having the best time of my life. It's all you, man. And you kicked us off into this Alice in Wonderland adventure down the rabbit hole that has been this show. And I thank you so much for it. It's been so much fun doing it with you. And I love you, bud.
Appreciate that, man. I had fun doing that one too, other than all this hot dog slime I had over me for a month.
My favorite Bowers moment was the pocket square. And it was how that happened, because that was a team effort that happened, because I didn't realize it was the pocket square. Like, I didn't realize the pocket square was the lining of the coat until Ben said, hey, that's the same color. And once he said that, it clicked for me. And when I realized that, and I was about to say it, I had this moment of like, either this is way off and I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot, or this is gonna be one of the greatest things I've ever been witness to. Had to roll the dice, and it turned out, holy fuck, for how long? 5 years you've been wearing that jacket? The lining was a fucking pocket square, and I want to track down that salesman, and I want to say thank you to whoever it was. Dumbass shit.
Many of his jackets, right? Many of his jackets he thought built in pockets.
I think there's an assistant manager at the K&G Men's Mart in Indianapolis that just pulls the lining out to make the coats look cooler, and I just fell for it 7 times. I have 7 coats. Like, if I see a coat with the lining pulled out, I'm like, that's a fucking sweet pocket square. I'm gonna buy that thing, and not knowing they weren't real.
To me, that is the thing that typifies Bowers. Just the idea of like, I'm gonna take this nonsensical thing and I'm gonna wear it with fucking confidence. And I'm going to make everybody else doubt their own worldview because of how fucking confident I am. That is, I've known Bowers since well before the show. Bowers has been, ride or die for me for about a decade. And, and that is, I love that about him. I love just the silliness of that. So that's my Bowers moment.
And I love that Steve's favorite Bowers moment is just a hilarious thing that Steve said.
So bad. So I gave you credit for giving me the idea.
What's funny is that was gonna be my favorite Steve moment, but I gotta change it now.
I need to say that Bowers is my favorite host, myself included, and that to honor you, Bowers, I'm here, but
that looks amazing.
Get food poisoning, I'm gonna be very upset.
Yes.
What?
ASMR.
What is going on?
This? What's
Well,
happening?
I was trying to switch to Frank, the KFC owner, and then found his legs.
What are you, Roger Ailes?
I love that Rachel is eating KFC in a fancy gown. That is amazing.
I also thought it was funny.
Napkins tucked into her shirt or her dress so she wouldn't fuck it up. I like that. That was impressive.
We can't even see the dress. You look basically naked again, but there you go. Look at that.
Oh,
That's a really nice dress. Shit.
Very fancy.
All right, so I want to say my favorite Bowers moment for me is when he deep-throated a hot dog. I blinked and I missed it. I was looking something up. I looked back, it was gone. It's very impressive.
I impressed myself with that one. I don't know how I did that. I've tried to do it several times after that, and I can't get it done. I don't know what I did. I don't know how I did something. It was just like, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that was...
I wish you'd teach me your ways. Very happy.
Also, I love that Rachel's favorite Bowers moment is a moment she did not see.
No, Rachel, I love that you're like to your boyfriend. You're like, oh, I'm sorry about the caveman thing, but I learned a new skill, and he's like, okay, that's a good trade.
Well, I heard that Rachel will only blow her boyfriend now when painted like a caveman. So that's a kind of a
Let's get back to Bowers.
So you guys know, actually, one more Bowers moment. Ben's mug is available in the store right now.
Also, Steve's mug is available in the store right now, by the way, and that mug hit the store before my mug did, and Steve was my press secretary. The mug doesn't say Steve for press secretary 2020. It says Steve for president 2020. Just for the record. Just for the record.
Yeah, just for the record, I knew where the fuck my art file was, which is why that happened.
It was kind of an ordeal finding my logos. That is correct.
Well, you didn't think you'd ever need it again. You made the one mug, so why would you need it a second time?
Once again, I have 2 of the fucking mugs. 2 of the fucking mugs right there. Okay, don't act as though there's just one mug. I borrowed this one from my parents, and I did promise to return it soon.
Rachel, what do we got coming in?
Okay, so these are the Bauer moments from the chat, and then we have a lot, I think, in our live audience that I want to get to. So we had Savannah Martin. I wanted her to start us off. The first time I ever spoke with Chris, and I asked him what his normal Five Guys order was after looking back through his Instagram.
I
only
can't
had, like, one
believe your
picture on
favorite
Instagram for a long
Bowers.
time.
Wait, Savannah, I can't believe your favorite Bowers moment was one of your jokes. Who would do such a thing?
All right, and we also have Megan Begley. Meg. When Bowers made a wiener disappear at his friend's house.
Also, when he deep throated that hot dog, that was good too.
We've got Savannah Martin. My favorite Bowers moment when the entire fan base decided to make the Team Bowers movement.
Love that part.
Renee Hutchison, another favorite moment, the built-in pocket square. The look on Bowers' face was priceless. Can we get a reenactment,
What app is the deep throating so I can rewatch that?
Randy Longmire, when Bowers knew he was real because pizza is real. The post-acid episode, that was so funny.
Oh my God.
All right.
Bowers
we
literally
also-
bonding with Efren Ramirez on everything he said because he was still tripping on acid. It was incredible. Efren was like, thank you so much. You can follow me on Instagram at Efren Ramirez. And Bowers was like, you saying that right now, I just get it. I get it.
He was saying some cool shit. It wasn't like he was saying, I mean, he said some cool stuff, and I was like, whoa. Like, it was,
Bowers, of all the advice that Efren gave, what's the advice you've used the most since then?
I don't remember anything he said, guys. I have no fucking idea. I was so fucked up at that moment. Jesus Christ. I've been drinking on a river all day. I remember being there, but I don't remember talking.
Zara had said when Bowers deep-throated a hot dog. Technics had said the discovery of the pocket square. And then Oingo Boingo, long last name, said the pants with the belt included.
The real thing. I don't know why you guys are yelling at me about that. It's a thing. When you go to Kohl's.
All right. Let's go to Lara.
Go ahead and unmute Laura.
Hi.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. My favorite Bowers moment was the face he made when he learned that you can get franks and beans in a can.
I only have one surprise face. It's that.
Let's
Love
go
it. Thank you,
Lola.
Laura.
My favorite Bowers moment was when he bit into a fake apple.
By the way, Lola, appreciate your background.
Yes, so good.
Oh, that's funny.
In the bathtub from the. That's so good.
Meg?
Meg?
Hey guys. Mine is more just a general one. My favorite thing about the show is being introduced to the comedians I've never heard of before, or have never seen, or have only seen in sporadically.
So this is about me. I like that. Thank
you. I hadn't been introduced to you yet, Chris. So I'm very glad for that. But I would say one of my favorite things about the show is Jen Saunderson dancing for tips.
Yes, I love that.
And let's do M. Francis. Okay. Marissa.
Hi.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hi. Okay, so one of my, can I just say that congratulations on the fun episode. I really enjoyed watching. So I think one of my favourite moments was, Jen in the dancing and the game, especially with the Kanye West when he was president, and we had to make up like unfortunate. Well, you know what I mean.
When you say Kanye, unfortunate, we know what you mean. You don't have to explain.
The whole
on that.
thing was pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, the whole thing is that, of course, yeah. And I also like, Jen's dancing, of course. That was hysterical. Awesome. And the comedian that mentioned, was it I breathed in Jesus? That was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing after that.
Awesome.
And by the way, I have checked, and Kanye West for president, no mugs. No mugs.
I want to say my favorite moment of the show was I found out finally somebody with a worse internet connection than me.
Well, Jamie, you got to roll, right? You got to get out of here, man.
I got to get some water from my pool. Congratulations, guys. This is awesome. I'm so
Thanks,
happy
buddy.
to be
We
here.
love you.
Jamie, thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of this, man. It's so much fun to have you on. So we appreciate it.
Always.
We
I
love
love
you,
it.
Jamie.
I love
Thank you.
love being here. Congrats, you guys. Love you, man.
All right, buddy.
Thank you,
See
bro.
you next
Thanks,
Friday,
Jamie.
bro.
Bye bye.
All right, let's go to
The Fiend Baker.
Renee, and then we'll I'll read a couple generals.
Hiya. So Rachel's already.
Did you murder Chrissy? What happened?
Yeah, snap, Chrissy. We're on the same wavelength.
You're in the same outfit.
But also just Bowers is so incredibly sweet. So anytime he comes out with a killer burn, it just slays me. I love it. He ninjas all the time. Keep it up.
Yes.
Thank you.
And by the way, the best part of this episode so far is seeing Chrissy again and knowing that she is indeed still alive. So that is wonderful.
Hear that, Carmel?
All right, and then here are a couple generals that had come in. Jeremy Day tipped the show and said, "My favorite part of the show has been meeting the whole No Pants crew, allowing me to make such amazing new friends, and especially allowing me to meet Dina. I love you. Thanks all so much. I love all of you."
Good dad. Just
Love connections.
yeah, just a
If
puddle
you
of-
guys and if you guys end up, if things work out, you guys end up having a kid, please name it after the show. Please make sure to name your kid Alyssa Milano. It's really
or hot dog, just hot dog. Also,
if you give your kid a pun name,
Oh, he's gonna have a pun name for sure. There's no way Jeremy Day's not gonna have a pun name. Kid is gonna be like Sunny Day or some shit. That's what's.
So just FYI, I am a licensed minister. So if you need any services, let me know. All right.
A couple more. We had an anonymous $70 tip and said, "This is the money that I got back from a Steve show that had been canceled due to the pandemic. I wish I could give you more, but I still don't have a job. I promise as soon as I have, I'll tip a bit more. Thank you all for the fun and weird moments you gave us."
That could. That very almostly would have been one of the greatest, funniest moments ever. She's like, "This is a refund from a Steve show I did not enjoy, and I would like."
Ben's just upset because someone paid $70 to come see me.
So, I raise my prices. I should raise my prices.
A couple more. Jessica, $400, and said, I better get a fucking t-shirt and a mug soon. My vintage ladies could use t-shirts too.
Holy shit. Nicely
Nice.
done. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you, Jessica, so much. Wow.
And then before we move on to Steve, Zara tipped the show $1,000 and said, even though I'm half a world away, you all mean the world to me and so many of us in the audience. Thank you for the laughs. The world is getting better having you all on it. This is for the Martin Grant. Despite lecturing being my job, I love you more than I can say. Thanks, Zara.
Thank
That
you so
is-
much. Zara, we love you. Oh,
Happy birthday, Zara. And I just, my reaction to that is just the same as when Bowers found out when Franks and Beans are in a can. Just
Thank you so much, Zara. I just realized I'm severely underpaid as a magician's assistant. I'm so sorry. Holy moly.
Dude, if she pulled
Internet,
your
I'm
wallet
sorry.
right now, I'd lose my goddamn mind, Ben. If she just had your wallet in Australia somehow. These your credit cards? You're like, oh fuck, how'd you get those?
Would you ask Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Oh, that's right. Give me a fry, dear. Let's move on to Steve.
All right.
If I could start, please. I would like to say that my favorite is blocking my eyebrows. I can't do that. Sorry. Okay. I'd like to say my favorite Steve moment was actually the show episode where we decided to support Bowers and all wear jackets. But then during the show, Steve proceeded to change into different jackets and shirts every couple minutes until we ended up with this amazing visual that I'll never get out of my head. Best Steve.
That picture is the reason that I grew my beard back.
I don't think your facial hair was the problem with that picture, Steve.
I would like to correct you and say there were many problems with that picture.
That I agree with.
I just realized I fucked up the order, didn't I? Steve, you're supposed to go last. God damn it.
I thought Ben was going last.
No, it's okay, Rachel. You just mispronounced the order. Don't worry about it. Okay, Ben can go last. Don't worry about it. That's fine.
Ben go last. That's fine. Ben, what was your favorite Steve moment?
All right, then if you know anything about me, you'll know this moment had a particular affinity for my heart, but it was such an incredible moment in this show. I think in Steve's evolution as a person with a full range of life experiences, and leave it to Steve Hofstetter to, while getting high for the first time, raise over $7,000 to help comedians who are in need. What an incredible moment that was. Most of us get high for the first time, and it just hurts us and doesn't help anybody. People made your mom proud, and we're so fucking funny high. It was just incredible. And I know we had to get you like super high for your first time because people were paying all this money and we were raising money. And I'm still pleading with you. And please, audience, please tweet at Steve, DM him that if he smokes again, his next time will be normal. You can just take 2 hits and be fine and a little bit high and not super reading emails till 5 a.m. But you doing that just showed your commitment to this show and to being weird with us and to getting out of your comfort zone. And I loved it and I admired you for it. And it was awesome. And I hope we get to smoke together in person one day.
Well, thank you, Ben. And let me just say, if there's anyone that I want to take advice from about how being high makes you normal, it's the guy currently in a tuxedo with a dog eating a banana.
Sure, he'll eat that skinny thing, but not the other one. Okay. All right, I gotta say my
This banana's got girth, bro.
Yeah, skinny. I'm I'm gonna say I think my favorite moment, honestly, Steve, was the first day at your house where I came over and I said, all right, everybody's gonna be inside for months or whatever. We gotta figure something. We gotta do something. And you said, well, let's just go on my YouTube and talk and see if anybody would listen. And then people tipped us money. We made like $160, and we're like, oh, I think we got something. And then that was literally the minute Ben texted you, was like, hey, I think we should do something online with comedy. And he's like, well, Bowers is here right now. And then the next day we started. So that idea, that first show was just really cool. The idea that like you would give us your audience. I mean, honestly, Steve, like that's the most amazing part, is that the $50,000 we've raised for comics and the with the Martin Grant, all that, that's money that would have gone to you. It would have been your money, and like the fact that you let me have your fans and Ben have your fan, and that this show is you basically the group of people that started. I mean, I've yelled into a void for most of my career, and it sucks, you know, where you lose steam about 8 episodes in when you got 8 followers. So the fact that we could start with this many people and this much support, and that's just on the thing you developed. But my actual favorite moment was the first Martin Grant we gave to Caleb when and then you talked about it at the end, and because I love when I see depth from Steve, right? Like you're so bulletproof and whatever, but like when you just have emotion and you're a real boy, I really fucking love it. And so,
you son of a bitch, you made me show my human side.
I just love that moment. I know it's so real, and I know what it is for you, and what we're doing here, and that's the thing too, that this is not this. I mean, we've had a lot of fun, and this has been a respite from all the stuff going on, but at the same time, it was to help people. And where everybody else right now has been thinking about what is going to happen to me, and where's my money, and oh my God, I can't believe I'm not getting paid as much as these people staying home. But you were the one that says, hey, how can we help the people that are out of work, and how can we help these people in our community? And that just to me is just the best thing ever. So that, and you're extremely long. I like that part too.
Wow. Thank you, man.
Wow.
That means a lot to me. Mainly the last thing you said, but the other stuff.
And that is a real testament to you, Steve, is that while honoring you, Bowers pronounced every word beautifully and took his time. That shows you the kid.
Meanwhile, Rachel's like, my favorite stove moment.
As far as what Bowers said about you sharing your audience with us, there are 8 to 11 people out there that would beg to differ. But
you're currently logged in on 4 devices, Ben. So calm down.
Other than the 9 to 12 of us, counting me and several of my devices, can't thank you enough, man. You've really made it happen and have been so kind and generous. And like I mentioned on an episode in the past, you're thanked in the liner notes of my not one but first of 2 albums, and you've been there, so kind of a force in our lives for a very, very long time. And you're an awesome dude. And I'm so sorry that this show has led to comedian destroys own steely persona with heart on live stream show. But
I'm gonna put that video out and it's gonna get 20 million views, so it's all right.
And Steve, my actual favorite moment from the quarantine is you catching that towel on fire while trying to cook tater tots. But that wasn't about the show. I shouldn't fucking put that one in here.
I forgot.
The oven's kind of hot. You're on fire, bro. He's like, oh shit, I'm on fire.
Yeah, you could tell Steve had been quarantined alone for a long time. He had us over to his house and there was a fire within 1 minute. Actual fire.
All right, let's get to some of the audience tips. So Hot Diggity Laura tipped the show $20 and said, this right now is my favorite moment, looking back and just enjoying each other.
Aww.
So sweet.
That's
and
also
then
the way that Bowers often feels when he looks back and enjoys Steve.
I can't see him. He's so far back there. I don't even know what he looks like. It's all blurry.
Did I just say, hold on, and then
like
that
over
joke,
the horizon.
and that joke was Ben. That joke was such a stretch. I'm gonna be its press secretary.
All right, here's some of the others. Sabrina Markley said, finding out Steve can't ride a bike. Unfucking believable.
Which is weird because I'm totally dressed like I ride one.
Right.
The other Rachel said, my favorite Steve moment is calling hits bong reps on his birthday. I've never heard it called that before, and it made me laugh so hard.
Is that wrong?
I'm gonna do a bong. I'm gonna do another bong.
But like, I think what's funny is all of Steve's weed knowledge is from comics he's heard talk about weed, right? So that he's just referencing jokes he's heard from comics when they talk about smoking weed. So.
Yeah, I pretty much only know that and Matthew McConaughey movies. Like, that's all I know.
We also had Oingo Boingo, long last name, said Steve getting high and baby Steve. And then Technic said the haircut, the long floppy orange thing, and most importantly, the Martin Grant. Thank you for everything. The laughs have been therapy for thousands of us.
Thank you. By the way, actually, this is a good time to announce the next phase of the Martin Grant, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The next phase of the Martin Grant is something that we're going to be calling Next Stage. And what it is we are creating packages for comedians to do better digital shows, because we know that this is going to last for a while now. And even though people were like, oh, yeah, just stay inside your home for 2 weeks, then the pandemic goes away. That's not how it's going to fucking work. So what we're doing is we are picking comedians who have a commitment to performing in the digital space, and we are upgrading their equipment. Who knows? BT might get a tripod. I mean, anything can happen. We're going to be giving comedians green screens, webcams, lighting, microphones, not internet, because we know that that's a myth anyway. But yeah, we're going to be using the donations for that. That's the next stage of the program. That's why it's named that. So thanks to everybody who's been supporting it.
Super excited.
Okay. And we'll only do 2 live audience members because we're going to get to a lot of live audience later on.
Let me quickly say, Rachel, I'm sorry, before you say that, just to tag on what Steve said, our hope with this new stage of the grant is that comedians out there may be able to one day have a connection as strong as me, Steve, or Rachel.
Great joke, Ben.
All right. Let's go to back row, which I think is Jess.
Yes. Jess.
Favorite Steve moment, Jess?
I think she was just doing an impersonation of it.
It is kind of funny because, I was thinking about that. Come on. I've been going to all the /2O shows. Honestly, you're missing out. Ben is right. And rather than bomb your Twitter, I thought I'd say here that, you probably didn't like vegetables at first either. So, fire taste. I promise. And we did warn you about the bong. You have all to blame, but it was funny as hell. So
well, here's a promise to you, Jess. If we make it to 200 episodes, I will smoke again. If, speaking of vegetables, Bowers eats vegetables while I smoke.
No, it doesn't work like that. That's too easy.
All right.
So, all right. Well, but we'll talk about it. That's a long way to go, hopefully.
Yeah.
Wait, is Bowers just not agreeing to eat vegetables? Get Steve to smoke?
You forget. You guys forget.
Yeah,
I
no,
raised
I'm
5 kids. I know how to hide shit in food.
So you'd feed me like a dog. You'd put some broccoli and some peanut butter. I'm like, oh, not good peanut butter.
Oh no, I don't know how to hide broccoli on you. But there's other ways. There's financial,
Yeah, if we get 200, if we get to 200, I'll eat a vegetable. Sure, let's do that.
Fuck
when
yeah.
we get to 200. When we get to 200.
When we get to
vegetables, Steve
200.
will smoke weed and Ben, I think you should do smoke crack. How about that? Why don't you do something we don't do? I eat a vegetable. Steve smokes weed. You smoke crack. It'll be a great show. We'll have.
How about on time for sound check? That would make me so happy.
That's a joke. Mrs. Taylor, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you guys heard that on the broadcast.
No, I got my mic on this episode.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, well, we'll figure out something that Rachel and Ben have to do as well. We'll all lift up some challenges for 200. I think that's fair.
I like it. I'll also probably smoke weed for the 101st. Whatever,
Exactly. All right, are we to Ben? Oh,
Tam?
damn, sorry.
Yep, one
Yep.
second.
Vaniel Razzleton.
Oh, thank you. I was very confused.
This was my favorite Steve moment when we did the
Oh.
Psycho Yoga Instructor. What's funny is just a few minutes before y'all did the audience, he said, "I have never been so confused." And then he got
Tam, my favorite moment that, wasn't even on air on the show, but because of the show, was the watch party for that. Because so many of you guys got together, and I've never felt so supported in my career. Like, you could play a theater show and not feel the love that I felt from you guys getting together and watching my ridiculously dumb movie that no one would have watched on their own. Let's be honest. No one would have watched that on their own. But
Except ours.
No, I mean if you guys didn't know me being in it. Like,
Yeah, no, except Bowers, I think.
Yeah. Okay, still except Bowers. So Bowers was looking for new positions.
I was just watching a Lifetime movie and I was like, "Fuck, that's Steve! Holy shit, Steve's in this movie! Crazy!"
No, but that meant the world to me, and that was one of my favorite moments of my career. So thanks for that, guys.
Very cool.
Okay, let's do Ben.
Go to Ben. Rachel, start.
That a long time.
Wait, Bowers, have
Something
you started
that
us off?
Carmel has not said in 5 months.
Bowers, have you started us off yet on someone?
I haven't. So my favorite Ben moment is when during the Rachel moment he pitched his own mug. That had to have been the greatest. I just don't know how you do that. It's just so great. And I knew. By the way, I'm waiting because I know he's gonna do something. No, that was very funny.
It was after, and I was pitching Steve's mug. I feel so bad.
We're just fucking with you, man. My favorite moment of Ben was when he went to the post office and there was that weird guy in there. This fucking guy, he's right there. Jesus Christ, look at this fucking guy. He's like showing us that same crazy dude over and over and over again. I fucking appreciate that. But I will say this, Ben, the thing I love about you is you never stop swinging, and you're always like there's never a moment of silence, which is good on a show like this. We need that, and you're always just being silly and fun and just making it be a good time. And you can be the butt of the joke, or you can be it's just, I love our back and forth where some days I'm the butt of the joke, some days you're the butt of the joke, and we trade back and forth. Steve's always kind of up there making fun of us, but the two of us kind of go back and forth. I love that dynamic, and it's a good time, man. So there's nothing more fun to me than making fun of somebody who can take a joke. And I think that's the thing that we do really well on this show, is we all take jokes from me most of the time, other than 3 or 4 times I haven't. But generally, we all take a joke very well. And that's my favorite overall thing, is how well you take jokes. But I also love all the crazy inventive shit you're doing. Like, you're just out of the box, and like we do those corporate gigs, man. It's just crazy how good you are at just like walking into a Zoom room and just like shaming people to turn on their cameras and then making fun of their house. Like, they shouldn't have. He's like, "Why don't you pussy turn on your cameras?" He's like, "What the fuck's in that house? Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you?" It's like, somehow gets the next person to turn their camera on. It's brilliant. I don't know how you do it, but it's fucking awesome.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. A cute little fun fact about that post office episode. I think that's the one I ended the episode on top of a tree of my neighbor's house.
Yep.
And no joke, I went outside about 2 weeks later. That tree has been cut down.
I also want to say I also enjoy the dynamic of you guys making fun of each other while I watch. It's
It's called heckler porn.
Yeah. Rach, what's yours?
Yeah, so like I ended up Spectrum, and then I made some pasta in a bag. So this one's it's still pops out of a bag, really. But Ben, I love you so much. And when you had the Spectrum, I was rewatching actually some of these episodes, and I couldn't stop laughing when you had the Spectrum guys in your house and you're on your phone showing. And, like, you had this shawl over your head, and you're just like trying to talk to them and chasing them around. And then, as Dash said, you closed the show with the van outside. And we're like, is he going to? No, right? No, he's not gonna do. It was one of the funniest episodes and things I've ever witnessed. So, I love it.
Thank you, love. I love you very much. Thank you, guys.
Mine is so Ben is one of my oldest friends in comedy. I've known Ben coming up on 20 years, and we have been very close friends. We have butted heads. My favorite moment.
What? Wait, what? That doesn't sound right. You guys argue sometimes? I can't tell you guys, if I go to a movie at the wrong moment, or I just don't have my phone there'll be like 75 text messages, and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, what are they fighting about now? And it's always about it's not anything real. It's like how big a font should be, and it's 75.
Bowers, please. Steve was in the middle of something very emotional, and in the store we have these mugs available.
My favorite Ben moment was Baby Ben. And partially because we go back almost that far, but also because Baby Ben was really such a symbol. First of all, you committed to the character so well. And you really just addressed the episode as if you were an 8-year-old hosting a show. But it was also, that's just endemic of what you do on the show. The phrasing that you've used before is, flights of fancy, and that's what it is. I'm very regimented on the show. I'm very much trying to be like a sniper with jokes, and that's it. And Bowers gets very silly and has all these theories, and we make fun of the jackets and stuff, and obviously Rachel hates us all. But the thing that you bring to the show that is such the heart of the show, and it's something that you kind of gave Bowers credit for before with the hot dogs, but the silliness of the show, the running gags, the stuff that almost anytime we're all in on a joke, it's something that you started. And so even someone else said that their favorite me moment was the Baby Steve. That was an answer to Baby Ben. It was the Baby Ben was responsible for that, and you're responsible for the silliness of the show, and so that's why it's my favorite.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot to me. I just like to have fun, and after the campaign that you and I ran, and all joking aside, you were incredibly helpful the whole way through, and were wonderful as a press secretary, even though we were humiliated out there. But after that, I was just desperate to have fun again and be light and not always take the weight of the world on my shoulders. And this show and you gave us the opportunity to just be nuts and silly, and I couldn't have appreciated it more. It's been the stress relief that I needed more than anything, and it just made me feel like a kid again. I love being here with Steve Hofter. I love your Destroys videos. I love all that shit. You fuckers are crazy, man. Oh my God, I love it.
Now it makes sense that he doesn't know how to tie a bow tie.
Yeah, man.
Gotta say, Ben, after that campaign, and it was crazy to be in the trenches of a presidential campaign. I remember especially that first week at your house was so crazy to be like, what are we really doing this? Is this actually something that we're trying to do? And it was such a cool thing.
That was your first slogan, right? Ben Glebe, are we really doing this?
Yeah. You can actually get that mug in our store. But yeah, it was so amazing to see that happen. And, something I'll tell you about Ben, so I was at Ben's 40th birthday party. And when I looked around I realized, I was like, Ben has more people here than I think I've had at my birthday parties total. You have reached so many different people. It would have been nice if they voted for you, but you've reached so many people. And I think that's incredible. And there's a lot of people out there with a great deal of affinity for you. So
thank you, brother. I really appreciate
Not
it.
us, but there are people out there.
Yeah. Not on your YouTube channel either. But I just want to let you know they're somewhere.
Because
All
the
right, I'll
show
read
started
some.
after the campaign, if that's not clear from what Steve said, it's important for me that people know, like, I love making fun of the campaign on the show, or when you guys do, just for the comedy of it. But please know that it was very, very real and heartfelt and serious, and trying to help the country at a time in need. And Glebe2020.com is still up there if you want to read what we stood for and are still fighting for.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's some of the ones from the chat. We have a lot, actually, between the chat and then some random ones that did come in, and a lot of generals, and we've got our live audience. So to start us off, for Ben, Carl said, one of my favorite Ben moments was where he was muted perfectly during Taylor's Appreciation Day.
Well, I love that moment a lot.
Good job, Ben. Like
I
we
muted
practiced.
myself that time in honor of that moment.
Yep. I'll pay you the $20 later.
Technic said, Ben moments, the box and all of the props. I said that. Daniel Graves, anyone remember the episode where Ben didn't talk for 30 minutes?
That was my best work.
Zara said when Ben went full Karen. Meg said the Annie style wig that Ben sent to Steve. It's a hard knock life.
With a sex doll. That came with a sex doll. That's what I thought.
So did I.
For the record, that is disgusting, Steve. Ben already used that doll. And also, I don't even fucking like the show. 100 episodes, no thought.
I also had Technics, the Spectrum guy washing his hands, and the AC guy.
The guy blew into your air conditioning. The fuck, man? I haven't seen anybody in 12 weeks. You're gonna come in and blow into my whole air system, you son of a bitch.
Oh my god, dude.
And then Kimberly Johnson said, Ben, shout out to me for becoming an SDSC Patreon. Ben's and Chris Bowers impersonations, and then all the laughs and hats from the quarantine.
Nice. Thank you, Kimberly.
Kiwi Bryn said Baby Ben was the best for me. Let's get to, I'm only going to choose a couple from the live audience. Maybe
I
someone we
personally
haven't
don't care
heard
for
from
Ben
yet.
that much, personally. Not a huge fan. My jacket thing, I don't like that.
Let's go with Brian. We haven't heard from Brian yet.
So I think that my favorite thing is Ben's use of filters. Like,
oh my god!
The filters. Wow! I just love these things.
Wow! That was amazing.
Nick Cage? Is that Nick Cage?
No, this is Ben. Come on. Get ready to watch this at your show. Your show tonight. I'm just gonna stare at you for hours with this.
Thank you very much.
Hours and hours.
I love how every impression Ben does of a bald guy has hair, and then Brian does Ben, and he doesn't have any hair. That's a nice.
That's amazing.
Let's go.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, we haven't heard from Daniel yet.
Well, you actually read one of mine, so that's cool. But I was going to say, I don't know why, but every time Rachel says there's some generals coming in and Ben goes, bump-a-da-bump-a-da-bump-a-da-bump. That shit makes me laugh so hard. Every time.
I'm so glad. I love that people notice those little details because that's always off camera. I never knew if anybody noticed that. So
funny. So funny.
All right, quickly, two more. Lola, I heard you had a good one.
My favorite Ben moment was when his ex-girlfriend and his kid were on the show.
Now that I think about it, that kid looked a lot like Baby Ben.
And then Kieran, let's wrap it up for Ben.
Well, favorite Ben moment was the whole Ben roast episode because it's the most brutal thing I've ever seen ever. It was a complete destruction from start to finish, and Ben just took it and took it and took it, and I was like, yeah, I love you guys, yeah. Brilliant.
Two more
And
Ben
your bow
moments
tie right now.
I've got bow tie pasta. We had two more Ben moments just come in. So Oinga Boinga, long last name, Baby Ben. Yes, Ben is amazing. I would have voted for you. Love the props. The Karen lipstick matches you well also. And then Matt Burnett said, Ben moment, poison pasta in a bag, hashtag Rachel is a pasta poisoner. And then Frank followed up with hashtag Rachel was set up.
Let me just tell you guys, I've been working on it during the show. Let's see what I can do here. Hold on. Oh, God.
Nice work. Yes.
Nicely done.
All right, we've got a lot of generals. Zara, my queen, the show is amazing, but I find it hard to taco my eyes off of you. You make me burrito, and like a tortilla, I want to flip you over and see you soon.
Is that? Are you wearing the tortilla blanket?
Damn.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Rachel's got one on, too.
I feel very naked this way.
Nothing new.
No.
Well, if you ladies need some egg, string cheese, and hot dogs in there, you let us know, all right?
They don't, Ben. I know they do not. No part of Rachel and Zara would ever go, I wish one of the guys was here. That would never happen.
Impression of a girl is frightening.
All right. God, so many more. Kristen Thompson tipped the show and said happy 100. Thank you, Kristen. Ron Gould said, can we do a favorite Jess moment too? Not necessarily. Okay, cool. That wasn't for air, but I'll get with you, Ron. Heather O'Connell. I love you all so much. You've kept me from falling deep into another depression. You've been my lifeline. Thank you. Jacqueline donated to the show and said for the next stage, Martin Gramp, like $10. I wish it could be more.
Thank you.
Technics, $10, and said, glad my comment spurred you to tell us about the next stage of the Martin Grant. Here's one more 1,000 Canadian pennies to start it out and more to follow. Your work does not go unnoticed.
Thank you.
We had Razor say, I was sleeping off a migraine and I woke up to Queen Rachel holding a picture of shirtless Vest Steve. I'm going back to bed now, but here are my favorite moments. Naming, that's right, I owe the name Queen to Razor, so Razor dubbed me Queen Rachel. Jan Johnson being responsible for naming Hot Dog Bowers. Daniel Graves for Egg Hofstetter, then subsequently snowballing Giggly into Cheese Glebe and Queen Tortilla, and of course, Red Buffalo Plaid Twinsies, Rachel and Zara. We had Michael Coleman tip the show and said, thanks for keeping me going. Going out looking for anti-maskers to give the stink eye to. We had another Steve moment come in. Oh, and I didn't say who it was from, but it said, I found you all through Steve, and that has made my life so much richer and saner. Thank you so much for being so generous, and not only your money, but your influence.
Thank you.
Bowers, Courtney Smith said her favorite Bowers moment was when Bowers explains the jokes, because sometimes the concise jokes are a little bit too difficult to figure out.
I'll repeat them if you need.
Bus Guy liked that time that Taylor muted Ben. Yes. I think we all really liked that.
I did too.
And then Renee Hutchison, $40
Fuck
for the
you
show.
guys.
And she said, one of my favorite moments was the first ever game when my game entry won. Also that time that Kristen Key and Katrina Davis were on the show together. There's something magical about that combination. I love you guys so much.
Mm-hmm. We actually just posted a clip from that episode on YouTube, so check it out.
Let's maybe get to if the live audience wants to raise their hand. Actually, you know what? Background contest. Let's do that. Let's do the background contest.
Excellent.
I don't know how this works. I was just
I got
told
it.
that I needed to say background contest.
Yeah, you are helping me out. Hey, it's Taylor again. It's background contest time. Now, for the hosts who don't know what's going on, they took the game Restaurant and Movie and made them into visual backgrounds. So, the core team are going to vote on the backgrounds for the game Restaurant and Movie, and to be clear to the audience, it's going to go fast, and you cannot explain your background. So, go ahead and raise your hands in either in the participants tab or I believe it's Alt-Y on PC, something else. I will try to go through them as best I can, but this is the contest. Let me see, how am I going to do this? Yeah, we'll go with hands first. All right, and here we go. Well, your hand was raised.
Was from
Amadeus.
before. All right.
Amadeus.
And my hand was raised to for Ben.
Amadeus.
Oh, Beethoven.
Yeah, there we go. Renee?
Nice. KFC. No evil here. No evil.
That's fantastic. Lola?
Oh, Tim Horton, here's a who.
Yep. Fantastic. Got Tam?
Burger King speech. Nice.
Excellent. Rez? Excellent. Let's go, Andrea.
Is that a
Wait.
vintage lady?
It's backwards.
Harold and Kumar go to backwards White Castle. I'm so confused.
All right. Well, maybe get explanation later. San Francisco treat.
Bad internet in San Francisco.
Yep. Courtney?
Brad Robin Hood. Nice.
All right. Now I'm going to try to get through Hannah, I think you had. This is going to be really... There we go.
Midnight in the Olive Garden of Good and Evil. Excellent.
All right. And now this is where Taylor's going to find all you who don't know or can't raise your hand because of phone or something. Oh, yep. The other Rachel. Gotcha.
Bride of Chuck E. Cheese. Holy shit. That sounds like the most frightening horror movie of all time.
I'd watch it. I'd be a fan.
All right.
You're going to watch it and you'll be like, holy shit, Steve's in this?
All right, Duggan, I see you are participating. Welcome to STSC.
Hell yeah.
Rocky Horror Flatbread Company.
That is fantastic. Frank, do you have one? Nod your head. Nope, that's a shake.
What about Raz Ben?
Raz Ben, we did the.
We had them.
Oh,
we get everybody?
Gus, hold on. Definitely, I was looking for you, Gus.
Am I allowed to explain?
It's the actual poster for Reservoir Dogs. Yay.
Reservoir Hot Dogs, I'm assuming. Did I miss anyone in the chat? In the chat, tell me if I missed you.
Courtney Smith, did we get to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Robin Hood there.
All right.
All right, looks like we go.
So now we vote?
Yep, we start with Bowers as usual.
Yeah, I'm voting for Tim Horton, here's a who. I like that one a lot.
Excellent.
Bride
Oh.
of Chuck E. Cheese was second.
Hold on, Dave's raised his hand. Maybe he's got. No. All right, never mind.
He's pulling a Ben.
Yep.
Fuzzy pillows.
Rachel.
I gotta give it to because her name is just amazing. I'm gonna give it to the Bride of Chuck E. Cheese from Rachel.
Yes. Excellent. Ben.
I'm gonna go with Gus's Reservoir Dogs poster because I don't get it, so I'm sure there's something there that's really great, and I'd love to look smart when I'm proving that it was something.
Thanks, Ben, as always. Steve.
I'm going with Bride of Chuck E. Cheese because the only thing that can make Bride of Chuck E. more ridiculously scary is making it more animatronic. So.
Excellent. If I had a vote, that's what I was voting for. So Rachel, other Rachel, yay! All right, I got a script. Congratulations to blank. I mean, other Rachel. You win the fabulous prize of choosing anything off the Arby's menu that you can force Savannah to eat, or either live on Zoom or on her infamous Instagram story. Fuck Arby's.
Good time to announce that the new sponsor of the show is Arby's. That's a little.
Oh, with 3 male hosts, we do have the meats.
All right. Okay, Rachel, do we have anything else coming in?
Yeah, the last thing to catch up on is we had D Universe tip the show $2 and said the next Martin Grant, Fun Steve learns how to ride a bike live.
You can't raise enough money for that shit. None of you have the money for that. All right, I know that Bowers, you have your show you have to get to, right?
Yeah, I've been getting ready for it, so I'm now show ready. So I don't want to leave this. So this is my number one priority. So we'll get to the show whenever we get to the show. But yeah, did we have anything else planned, or was this it? We do it?
Well, we were gonna throw it to some more of the front row people who have not participated yet, if they want to.
Yeah, if there's anybody else wants to.
Yeah, throw your hands up, peoples.
Do you have a comment or question or anything like
Dave
that?
Adler, let's
Let's start with Dave. Is it okay now, Dave?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely good now. I had a few things for Ben. Obviously, my favorite part of it was definitely the floppy disks. And so just with stuff, I did have bone broth, but not for funny reasons, but for another thing. And this is some Australian stuff for Zara. And I really wish I was on the other day when Ben had his pasta, because I also have a little bit of pasta that was dropped to me, 20 pounds for some reason.
How big is your house?
Not big enough.
Dave, when the collection includes pasta, the collection is too big. You shouldn't be collecting pasta.
I would also say your house is plenty big when you have a framed picture right behind you of the paper that comes with the frame.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the picture to go into there, which matches the other two.
That makes sense.
Awesome.
Okay, this really makes me look naked. Is there anyone else that has not participated that wants to say hello and anything on the show? I don't see anybody else's hands.
Frank, got him.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to. Could you hear me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone. You guys are amazing, all of you, and I'm alone, and I've been quarantined alone for so many months, and after my brain, it's just been, you guys have given me something to look forward to every day, and I wish I could give you money. I'm the only fucker that works in healthcare and got my hours cut during a national pandemic or global pandemic. But my hours picked back up. Hopefully I'll be able to give some more money. I can't thank you guys enough. You've really.
I love you, Frankie.
Yeah, we love you, buddy.
I love you guys.
And again, we appreciate the money and we appreciate it helps us do what we do, but that's not why we do this. And if you guys don't ever feel like you need to give us more than you have or more that's coming, that's not what this is about.
Or anything.
Or anything. Yeah, or anything.
Watch and enjoy. It's just like Bauer said, it's hard to cut you off, but it means the world to us when you can, but please don't feel obligated ever to do so.
Yeah, and that said, Frank.
I want to, but I can't.
Yeah, but that said, Frank, we would like you better if you gave us money, but we still love you. We love each and every one of you. Whether you're able to support the show financially or you're able to support the show just by telling your friends about it. Like, this is the reason we're able to do this isn't just because we're able to pay the comics, it's because we're able to have viewers. And that's because of folks like you. So don't worry about that at all.
Yeah, Frank gave us a ton of bits in this show.
What's that?
Yeah, Frank has given us a ton of bits during this show.
Yeah.
This is very true. Frank's been one of our has been inspiration for a lot of great running bits. And so Frank, you're one of the only guys we do expect some money from, whatever you can get.
If I could just add one more thing, it's just that we have a real appreciation.
That's a great camera angle.
I've always loved the show Street Smart, so getting to work with you on a daily basis.
Frank, let me just say, Frank, you are. If I could just say, Frank, you are head and shoulders above everyone else.
I really think, I mean, you're a great part of this. Yes, thank you for everything.
And of course, Bowers would do this too, but he doesn't know how to do camera tricks.
We also had, Jen
Nope, we've got
Winkleplex
your own
wanted
head.
to just say hi, not on air or anything because her battery's gonna die, but just said thank you, give my love to everyone that I appreciate. This has been one of the greatest things that I've been a part of, and I'm happy to be here. So we appreciate that, Jen.
Thank you, Jen.
And then Chris hasn't been on, Fleischer.
Yeah, Fleischer.
Fleischer.
Pleasure.
Fucking old Chris.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, yep, fucking old Chris. Hey, I just wanted to say thank you for everything for the show. I've met a lot of great people. I've got to talk with you guys, and it's kept me pretty much sane through this whole thing. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
Well, and that's the last thing that I want to say honestly to all of you guys, and I love that this little group of people got us through this whole thing, right? Like we all kind of, I mean, like, because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. And I feel like I see you guys hanging out with each other, and just a group of people found each other in the middle of one of the worst things that's ever happened to most people. And the fact that we found each other and we could support each other through this has been really fucking cool. And I really appreciate all of you guys. And I do want to give a shout out to Savannah for being my first Team Bowers person and really helping turn the tide. Because the first couple shows, I thought it was just going to be Steve and Ben picking on me for like 12 months, which I would have done, you know, because I have no other opportunities. But with the Team Bowers thing, I love you guys, you know, endorsing who I am, because I am a goofy, weird person and I have crazy theories and I just live a weird life. And the fact that you guys have embraced that and let me be me makes me really happy. So I appreciate that.
And Bowers, I also just want to make the point that I was picking on Ben as well.
I also just want to thank Savannah because you have no idea. Often the jokes we make on this show push Bowers to the brink, and it's hard for him to take. And then once every 7 or 8 shows, when you quickly type "Don't mess with my mans," it really brings him back.
All right, we'll do the 2 more live audience, and then I have some stuff to catch up on. So let's go to Marissa.
Hi again. It's like it's 1:06 in the morning, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for providing great entertainment. As I said, it's 1:06 in the morning in the UK, but it's definitely worth staying up for watching you guys. You think the chemistry, and I mean, it keeps me going through, and of course, a lot of people through a lot of hard times, and we definitely need a bit of laughter and entertainment. And you guys have done a fantastic job, and I thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate watching you guys late at night in the UK, but yeah, definitely worth it. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Marissa.
Thanks, Marissa.
Forwarding us.
Courtney,
Laugh.
you want to close this out?
Yeah, I came into this game kind of very late, and the community.
You're a bit
around
low,
this was
Courtney.
Just sorry. Oh.
Your volume.
Just move the mic closer.
Yeah, that's cool, Mike. There you go.
Hope that helps.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I came into the game very, very late, and the community around here was already very established, but I always felt welcome. And I think it's because of you guys running this show, being so welcoming and really just great people. Like, if you were terrible people, I think we'd all fuck off, really.
Plan's working.
Thank you for this show. Yeah, here's to 100,000 more episodes.
I'm in.
We've got a couple things to catch up on, and I just want to give a major shout out to Taylor. Thank you so much for manning the shows these 100 times. We couldn't have done it without you.
Thanks, y'all.
The
Love you,
God
buddy.
voice, all of it.
Love you.
10 minutes. That's my favorite Taylor moment. 10 minutes.
I wish the crowd would have heard that just real quick. Just like, I'm typing to this guy, I am texting him, I'm saying, hey, time, hey, like 10 minutes, and I'm just, I was sick of it.
I actually use that as an alarm in the morning.
All right, just to get us through, to finish this off. So Abby Gosnell tipped us $10 and said, "I wish I could give more, but thanks for the laughs and giggles." Matt Johnson, $10. First show, sorry I'm late. Kimberly Johnson, $3. Martin Grant, that is honor of Steve's dad, is amazing to help comics out of work. Dave Adler, forgot to mention, seeing Caitlin do her set in the parking garage and hearing her appreciation for the Martin Grant was great. We had Kimberly Johnson, favorite SDSC, Ben called Spectrum Red Rum from The Shining. Red Rum is murder backwards. We also had Razor and said his favorite Rachel, Steve, Ben Bowers moments from the All-Star team. Dominant Queen Rachel telling Zara which shirt to wear. 420 Steve, Savannah's book, Spectrum Glebe, and of course Acid Bowers. Matt Burnett, £5 and said from another healthcare worker in Frank's name. E-Hole, $5, shut up and take my money. And then this is one of the things too about our fans, the fact that they give on behalf of other people when they can't tip or want to play the game, it just moves me beyond words. And Courtney tipped the show $50 and said on behalf of Frank. So thanks, Courtney.
That is awesome. And let me just say, Frank, thank you for your generosity.
I'm Frank. We're not counting that really towards what you gave, so. Love you, Frank. We're getting 1,000,000%, of course.
Are we all caught up?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's start to wrap up this Love Fest, and this has been so incredible. I hate that I'm showing my human side again. Damn you. But I also wanted to do this. We wanted to thank each and every one of you that not just supports the show today, but supports the show on a regular basis. And so these are the people on our Patreon who apparently are called patrons, not Patreons. Sorry. But Isolation Nation level, Chris Gorley, Bernard, Ingo Sauer, Jason Westerberg, Andrew, Mike Joe Bradley, King Madman 123, Peter Amsel, John Sexton, Gavin Johns, Abby Gosnell, Mary Busby, Kimberly Johnson, Ann Hyde, Janine Gravem, Gary Gorman, Tracy Myers, Jan Johnson, Cassandra Campbell, Dave Adler. At the gamer level, Brian Slivka. I almost got through the whole thing without mispronouncing one. Almost. Renee Hutchinson, Jenny Wheaton, Duntalk, Frank Notaro. At the front row VIP level, Courtney Smith, Jennifer Newstead, Stephen Trask, David Sherrill, Carrie M., Shannon Kerr, Zara Bending, Tamara TCB Brown. And at the tortilla level, Bert Humberg and Jessica Keibel. You guys are so wonderful. This was such a dumb experiment that turned into something so much bigger, and it's because of you. So we wanted to thank each and every one of you personally for doing that.
And I would really love to thank Steve Bowers and Ben. You guys have really taken me in, and I know I'm not a comic, and you took a chance on me, and I never would have expected for this show to come out and to make me feel the way that it does, and how much love I've received from the fans and from you guys. And I can't imagine my life without it. So thank you guys so much for letting me be a part of it.
Well, and Rachel, let me just say, what a final episode this was for you. This was...
Oh, no.
No, for real, with Rachel, you know, I go back much further with Glebe and Bowers, but I've known Rachel for about 3 years now, I think. And when we worked together on Comedy Juice, and when we started this whole thing, we were like, hey, we need a producer. And so a couple people were interested, and Rachel was one of 2 people we started with. And very quickly, Rachel went from someone we had hired to do a specific job on the show to an equal part of the show. And the evolution of that has been absolutely incredible. And, and we're very, very happy to have you here.
Yeah, the 3 of us used to, have a text chain going after all of our shows, and it became very apparent quickly. All of us started talking once you became the brilliance and the light and the energy and the hilarity that you are, we all unanimously immediately said we want you to be the fourth leg and to be as much of a host and part of the show as any of us, and we love that you're here. We did briefly discuss keeping it at 3 and kicking Bowers out, but we four of us to keep it going. We love you a lot, Rach.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we were texting and we're just like, we can't 3 white guys in today's climate. No, we need some.
Rachel, make it stop.
This is Bowers. It's not the mask that's available in the store. Let me.
No.
Thank God for that.
No, and Queen Jarrett will begin his run on the next episode, and we're very. You ain't going nowhere, Rachel. We wouldn't let you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else we need to catch up on?
I think just our goodbyes.
All right. So I guess that's it for the front row. So thank you so much for joining us as always. You are, as we always say, the lifeblood of the show, but it's absolutely true. This show is different from anything else being made right now, and it's because of you guys. It's because you guys are not only there to support our jokes, and we can feel it when you're not. But also you are there to provide your own. You're such an important part of the show, and and that's a very different thing than everybody else is doing. So thank you for being a part of that.
Very much, and it's the only show where the audience is truly part of the show and an instrumental on-camera part of the show. And so we love you guys, and you guys are the 5th through 1,000,000th leg.
And with that, shut off your cameras.
I do have a quick plug, Steve. I don't know if you have any, but I have to give a quick plug. I have my show my sound check starts right now, so I'm late, but I have a very special guest. I just added my Glebe Off the Top crowdwork show tonight, doing her prepared stand-up material. She's done almost no shows in all of quarantine. She's one of the biggest comedians in the world, and she's doing a guest set on my show. It starts at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 Eastern. And I was going to do 10 minutes last time, and she ended up doing 25 minutes. I think it'll probably happen again. Nikki Glazer will be on my show tonight. So please get a ticket if you would like, nowherecomedyclub.com. And if you want to use the promo code SDSC, you can get it for $10 still, even though those are no longer available, as a thank you to you guys. And as an extra thank you to you guys, just because it's our 100th episode, for the first 5 of you to use the promo code THANKS, you get a free ticket to the show, which starts right after this. Thank you guys. You guys mean the world to us.
All right, and Ben, do you have to run a sound check?
Well, no. I mean, I'll be a few minutes late because I have something I want to
You know how he rolls, just want to make sure you said it on camera.
You know how he rolls.
So, Bowers, anything you want to plug?
No, this is a new mask I got. So if you guys want to have your night terrible, just buy one of these masks and take a picture in it. At Bowers Comedy. I mean, Doc Heads. Listen to that.
Scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. My God.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on plugs on this one. You guys can see my stuff at Nowhere. You know where to find me. Rachel, you want to say your goodbyes?
That's still technically a plug, Steve.
Rachel, you're muted.
Rachel, you are muted. You're definitely muted, Rachel.
Am I muted? I'm good now.
Yes.
Sorry guys, my computer died. If there was any more YouTubes that chat said that had come in, but I'm on my phone now. So thanks for an amazing show. I love you all, and have a good night.
Thanks, Rach. Did Bowers already?
No, I'm still here. So yeah, just again, thank you to everyone on the show, or all the fans, everybody. I do want to give a special shout out to Tony Deerdorf, who's one of my best friends and ran the club with me forever. And for the first, couple months, he was one of the big laughers before we got, we've got some great laughers now, but it took a while to get those. And Tony was there for us, and I really appreciate that, buddy. And so I love you. And I love all you guys. So we will see you guys, tomorrow? Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. That's going to be anticlimactic. So,
as was 51.
I'm sure it's going to be great.
Yeah, it couldn't be worse than the 51st show. So
yeah. The last thing I'll say on this is, and by the way, Taylor, thanks for changing my name to Steve Hofstetter, Real Boy.
You're welcome.
The last thing I'll say is, I know I know Ben teased me for it, but the reason my favorite Bowers moment was one that I felt connected to, I think is a lot of this show. There were a lot of comments from people where their favorite moment involved something that they felt a connection to, and I think that's the magic of this. The magic of this is that every one of us, there's no one passive on this show. Every one of us, except Ben during soundcheck, but there's no one passive on this show. It is a community of active people, and that extends far beyond, when we shut the Zoom down. That extends through people's personal lives, and, whether it is couples forming or friendships or, people spending their birthdays with us. I mean, this is above and beyond. This is become a community, and that is absolutely incredible. And it has meant the world to me. And I just wanted to say thank you. So that's it for me. Ben.
I did not mute you this time, Ben.
Ben, you're muted.
I was muted because there was construction noise in the background, because we are actually have started construction on a physical location for Nowhere Comedy Club in my home, and that's the noise you heard in the background, and not the best timing. I'm so sorry. I just knocked on the door and it stopped. But I wanted to thank you guys so much for everything. You have given us this incredible experience and this thing that has become a big part of our lives, and we hope continues for a very long time. On behalf of the Kazoo and the calcified cheesehead and the vintage ladies and my favorite alcohol source to drink when I'm lonely and tired, I want to thank you. And I also wanted to rectify what I fucked up earlier. Here's the Queen of Hearts randomly. Oh, look at that. And I'm just kidding. Obviously, I actually did drop the Queen of Hearts down under.
No. Ben, we were in the shower, Ben. We were in the shower.
I had to do it one more time. I'm so sorry, Zara. I'm so sorry. And the last thing, that I will say is it's been 100 episodes, and I think that it is definitely time, my friends, to reveal to you what is in the box. Let me take off the tiny hands. Here you go, you guys. Now, I know that a lot of you think that you know what's in the box because you looked up this video online and you know that it's a tape measure thing, but obviously that's not what the box is about. Where's my sword so I can get this out? What the box is about is what is under the tape measure, under this foam packaging. So, as you can see, right there is that, you guys. And if I can just pull this out, I can share something that's incredibly important to me. That has been at the bottom of the box the whole time, and is the inspiration for what this box means to me. And it's something that I'll just let out. Ow.